December number 1 is this coming Saturday. December is always the busiest, craziest month of the year, isn't it? Yeah. It is for our family. And we're going to spend most of our month just kind of preparing for Christmas Day. That's Tuesday, December the 25th. Parking is short. The shops are packed because people are buying gifts. Don't forget me. Watch it. Homes are decorated with lights and displays, and when I come past your house, I'm sure I'm going to see dangling lights and all kinds of fun things in your front yard. How do you prepare for Christmas? Now, in our home, Christmas starts with a major cleanup operation. The cleaning includes rearranging things to prepare for all the coming decorations. Furniture is moved around so we can make room for our wonderful Christmas tree. And then the kids gather around, they'll decorate the Christmas tree with lights from top to bottom, and they'll hang all the Christmas ornaments that we've collected over the years everywhere. We may even dangle a few Christmas lights on the outside. Some really like to hang some Christmas lights on the outside. I laugh at that Christmas movie, some of you may have seen it, Deck the Halls. It's a great comedy about two neighbors who are in cutthroat competition to see which neighbor has the best Christmas light. Danny DeVito's character says that his last goal is he's going to make his house so bright with lights at Christmas that you can see it from space. Well, we're not going to go that far. But this week, the I Want for Christmas list started circulating around our family. What does that mean when you see a list of I Want for Christmas? It means it's time to fork out Christmas money. And the malls will become our new stomping ground with multiple trips here, there, and everywhere. Presents are bought and they are wrapped and placed around the Christmas tree. And I don't know about your family and our family, when no one is looking, just before Christmas, we all go through the presents to see how many presents I got for me, because nobody should get more presents than me. And Christmas Day is always the highlight. In our family, we will put our Christmas hats on and I will read the Christmas story from the Bible. And then I turn into Santa Claus. I have fun announcing which gift goes to whom and who gave it. Then we all smile and say, that's just what I wanted, even though we probably didn't even want it. And there are a few presents we just don't unwrap all the way. We just keep them in a safe place for some lucky person next year. And then we sit down and we eat. And I'm going to invite you right now to share the Christmas journey with us over the next 5 Sundays, ending Sunday the 23rd, just before Christmas. Today I want us to begin our major cleanup in preparation. Next Sunday I want us to think about shopping and rearranging our priorities, how we use our time. The third week I want us to talk about buying and giving presents and money. The next Sunday I want to focus on receiving presents and what faith is all about. And then the Sunday before Christmas I want to focus on eating and togetherness and family, and we're going to share communion that Sunday. And then we're going to jump into a wonderful, fantastic, exciting new 2013, a brand new year. I can't wait. But I've got to work through December, and being the hardest, toughest, craziest month where we run short of everything, I want us to journey as a team, as family. But it begins like any good house cleaning. We start on the inside and we work to the outside. And the sermon today is going to follow Paul's challenge to us to clean ourselves. In 2 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 1, therefore, since we have these promises, dear friends, Let us purify ourselves. Look at that scripture. Who does the cleaning? We purify ourselves from everything that contaminates. What two areas? Body and spirit, the outside and the inside, perfecting holiness out of reverence for Christ. That means I can become contaminated. I can be made dirty. I can be infected. I can be infested. Contamination is like a cancer that slowly eats away at your body and spirit, deleting your energy and your purity. So I must actively fight against contamination. Anything and anything that pollutes me inside and outside. Purity simply means, church, that I am without artificial stimulant. The word here, purity, actually describes an army of soldiers where not one of them is a coward. It describes a metal that is absolutely pure because all the other metals have been removed from it. It describes a gallon of milk that has never been pasteurized. Jesus lived among the filth of human depravity without himself being contaminated. And Peter sums up his life. He committed no sin. And no deceit was found in his mouth. If you could give me that scripture, please. No, there it is. No, he committed no sin, and no deceit was found in his mouth. His purity marked him out, church, as being totally different from anybody else. And that is the key to your life this Christmas period. It is what makes us different. Our holiness, our separation during this Christmas period that will let our friends and our family know that this boy is following God. So we must put all our effort and our concentration into being as pure as we possibly can, reaching for cleanliness inside and outside. Well, what needs to be cleaned on the inside? Number one, right here, a clean heart. You can fill in the word heart in the back of your bulletin if you've got a pen. Jesus put it succinctly in Matthew 5:8. He said, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." This December you can be blessed. And that word blessed simply means you're a total rest. It means you are able to smile at the world because you are living in God's peace. And that blessing starts, church, right here in your heart. With a pure heart. That means your heart during this December month can become purer and purer, cleaner and cleaner, wider and wider, lighter and lighter. And the smile on your face is going to reflect that heart. Your smile, your face is like a mirror to your own heart. It images what is inside. So what makes me smile so big? Because one day I will see God. Everybody say, "Will see God." Today I just catch glimpses of God and I get excited. I see faint shadows of Him, reflections of Him as in a wall of mirrors, blurred images like I'm looking through a glass darkly. And each reflection is like a puzzle piece. And I love to study the details of each puzzle piece, its shape and its contours and its colors, and see how it fits in with all the other pieces. And each day I'm trying to study another piece so this puzzle will come alive. But one day, church, I'm going to see the whole cover. And each piece will automatically fall into place. I will see God with a new pair of eyes that He will give me. But first of all, I've got to take this old pair of eyes and I've got to close them one last time. And then I will stand before Him with my shoulders back, with my chin up, looking God straight in the eye. Knowing that I gave Him my best. I gave Him every part of me. I gave Him my heart. I gave Him my time. I gave him my tithe. I gave him my talents. I gave him my best effort. But sometimes, my heart gets polluted. It's more polluted than it is pure. I get angry at some things. I lose my temper at insignificant, silly things. I get frustrated when plans don't move according to how I think they need to move. I get jealous, frustrated, lonely, selfish, greedy. And then I lie about it. And I walk into what Jeremiah said about my heart. In Jeremiah 17:9, he said, the heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it? This tells me, church, that being so deceitful, my heart can promise me illusions. It gives me false promises that I so want to believe. I can fool myself into believing a lie. And only when I admit my own lies can I struggle to answer the question, what do I have to do? What does Michael Quick have to do to get a purer heart and clean himself on the inside? Should I lock myself in a dark room and never unlock the door so I don't yield to temptation? Maybe I should never get on the internet again. Or never watch One Life to Live. I don't watch it, but maybe some of you do. Maybe I shouldn't watch those action-packed war movies that I like to watch. I struggle because the answer is bad news. None of those will work for me. They won't help me become pure in heart. None of them. My heart is so evil. We're all looking at you, so we'll wait for you. My heart is so evil that it is beyond cure. It is beyond anything I can do. And I can't understand my own heart with my own head, and no amount of psychology is going to help me. If I can't understand my own deceitful wickedness, who can? And what is the answer? God. And there's the good news. God alone understands my heart, and He is the only one who can fix my heart. All I can do is just ask Him. And in Psalm 51:10, David breaks down and he asks God to perform a miracle in his heart. Create in me. Everyone say, create in me.
Create in me
a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit in me. Listen, this word create is the same word that is used in Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 when it says God made the heavens and the earth. God created them out of nothing. He simply spoke it into existence, and there it was. And that is exactly what David is praying. He's saying, God, I want you to speak a brand new heart into me. Something that never existed before. And that is a perfect miracle because it's created out of nothing. And all God needs is my faith to ask Him, Lord, I need a new heart. I need a clean heart inside of me. This miracle happens when we ask like David, God, give me a new heart and grant me a new start. And then David asks for that dogged determination. I'm going to live in this new heart. I'm going to ask for a steadfast spirit. That I will work on staying as clean as I possibly can. Have the courage to do that. Listen, church, God is always looking for a clean heart that wants to stay clean. An Old Testament pastor named Hananiah reminded the leadership of God's people in 2 Chronicles 16:9 what God always wants. Listen, for the eyes of the Lord range throughout the earth to strengthen those whose hearts are